Oh, hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
hello,
Hi.
hello,
What?
hello,
You alright?
Chris, hello, hi, hello, hello,
Alright, mate.
hi, welcome to XSplit Weekly, episode number 5. If you guys are new here, I am UGR Gaming, U.S. Community Manager of XSplit, and over to my current left right here is our special guest, Chris Light. Explain yourself, sir,
Hello.
and what you do and all the goodness of your face.
Wow.
Your face.
Well, there's some goodness to this face. I mean, it's got a multicolored beard. That is,
Okay.
I've got brown hair and I've got blonde hair.
Okay.
So I've got that going on.
Uh-huh.
Also, I do stage presenting for XSplit, and I also present a new show on the XSplit Twitch channel called Slightly Obscure. So
Ah,
that's me. Hello.
yes, yes. So if you guys, there's nothing but darkness here. You guys can see us. We're here. We're here. Hi.
There's nothing but darkness.
It's sad.
Curtis, that's really bleak.
But if this is your first time here, this is a show that we do every single week. That we go through cool stuff that's going on here on Twitch, and things that's going on in XSplit, and things that are going on in gaming, and we feature really cool people who do some XSplit stuff. So since we were late because of my fault, I blame myself for this. We're just gonna go right into the show right away. So feel free to like holler at us, and if you have any questions, just yell at us. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. All right. Going over here. Wow. Woo. Okay, there we go. All right. So first on the list that we have here is we got some Twitch news coming up. That last week that they introduced some cool stuff that's happening for their production stuff, which is really cool closed captioning for live productions on Twitch.
Finally.
Finally, like I wish we could have closed
Yeah.
captioning here because it's like, Chris, say something crazy right now.
Um, I think that actually the world is run by lizards, and the Illuminati are actually lizard
Oh,
people. Ike was right.
okay. See, like in
There you
the
go.
little words like pop up right here, it's like lizards, Chris, world domination. So
Yeah,
yes,
that would be there.
because this is really good for people who obviously are deaf or have some sort of like or who like to read along with like what's going on with the shows. I have two friends who they're streamers. They're called Deaf Gamers TV. They've been really pushing for this for a long time, so it's really cool to see
Mm.
that Twitch is actually trying to implement this for people who need it and want to read along with what's going on with the productions of different things that are going on in Twitch. Now I don't know if they're going to be bringing on over to live streams like this one because clearly all of us
Could be tough.
streamers, that'd be very tough because a lot of us streamers say a lot of random things. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that would work very well, but yeah, it's really cool to see. Maybe they can get some better stuff happening where it could work, possibly. But I know myself, I don't make much sense anyway, so that closed captioning stuff will not work
You
for me.
You
It will
make
not work
perfect
for me.
sense. I've watched your streams. You're
Ah,
you're fine. As
ah.
Steve Dunner Gaming, my good friend there in the chat,
Hi, Steve.
said that don't blame yourself. This is all clearly my fault. And
Oh, it's okay. It's
that's
okay.
acceptable.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. So next on the list was a really cool thing. I don't know if you've seen this game or not, Chris, but there's this cool game that's like an interactive like live stream with viewers called Streamline. We actually played it here on the XSplit channel for our game night 2 months ago. Where basically it's like one person hosts like the game, and then all like people who are watching the stream can like play as well, and like people can bet against like who's gonna win, get points and stuff. And basically the hunter goes around hunting the people in chat, and it's really cool and interactive. But they just announced last week that they have a really cool competition for
Mm.
TwitchCon coming up. So this next few weeks, well,
Oh,
actually, yeah, this week they're having a competition where if you enter and win, you can win $10,000 in prizes, including a trip to TwitchCon. So,
good lord, that's awesome. And I have seen that game. We featured it
yes,
at TwitchCon last year,
yeah, yeah.
weirdly enough. and I think PAX South maybe as well on the Indie.XSplit stage. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember this game well. It was really cool. You could like people could type crab and everyone would be
Yeah,
doing
you'd
like
be
little
a
crab
crab, a little
things.
crab, like walking
Yeah,
around
it
and
was
stuff. It'd be really
cool.
cool. But yeah, if you want to check it out, I'm gonna put the link here. Is it this one? Pretty sure. Yeah, that one. So it links
It
up
is. There it is.
to the website, which you have to sign up with your Twitch account to do that. It's a really cool game. They give you a free code, so you don't have to worry about trying to purchase it. So I mean, that's really excellent.
It's a pretty fun game as well. Like we had a quick go of it and like demonstrating it on the stage, it seemed to work really well. Like saying you played it on here.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely a different experience because like they put a lot of effort into it, especially with the gambling system and the bot system
Mm.
because it's like all custom made to your channel, and it's just really interesting. I would like to see the people who made it like behind the scenes of how they did it because I mean this is definitely something innovative, especially on Twitch. It's like hard to find games like this to interact with your chat, and for them to be able to like get Twitch involved as well, like this is like a huge thing for sure.
Let me write that down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get those guys on my show.
Yeah,
We'll see if
you
we can
should
figure them out.
do that, and you know they'll be at TwitchCon, so then you could just like,
Exactly.
what's up?
Remember me last year?
I'm back to
back.
get some.
And this time on the internet.
So you get some more cool stuff with them.
Exactly.
But let's see. There has been also some really cool game releases
Yes.
this past week, so we could talk about that. One of them was Recore. I've seen a lot of streamers on Twitch playing that. The Dead Rising collection, which includes, I believe, Dead Rising 1, 2, and Off the Record, the DLC, and Bioshock, the collection, which I was going to ask you, Chris, have you ever played the Bioshock or Dead Rising games before?
I have played all of the Bioshock games except
Oh,
I didn't really play 2 all that much.
okay.
2 for some reason never clicked with me, though it's kind of the cool games journalist hipster choice of best Bioshock game these days. They're like, actually 2's the best, but not in this guy's opinion. It's a toss up between the first one and Infinite for me. And yeah, man, I super enjoyed the Bioshock games and Dead Rising. I've not played them, but I have watched Game Grumps play 1 and 2. They still haven't finished 2. Finished 2, Game Grumps, because you're obviously watching. But they finished 1, and I watched them play through the whole thing, and I loved it. It was really fun.
Well, I've tried out Dead Rising 1. I don't know. It was. I'm not into games where you have to go around and help people. That sounds really bad. That sounds really bad. But it's like I don't want to like go around and help you find like a piece of bread and bring it back, and like that's how Dead Island was too. It's like I need a bottle of champagne. Go across this island to get killed almost, so I could drink and get drunk off of you. It was like awesome. All right, cool.
You're a Resident
like
Evil kind of guy.
Yes,
that's your Capcom here.
That is my Zambri like mindset. It's like I want to go out there, kill zombies, not help other people. You know,
I don't want to help anyone. The only help I want to get is Barry telling me I could have been a Jill sandwich. That's it.
Exactly. Oh, Dead Rising is constant pressure with the quest. That's how I feel. Exactly. Drunkards, you're right. That's exactly how I feel. It's like you finish one mission and it's like trying to get to the rest of the story, but then it's like go help Jimmy over there, his car just lit on fire, so you gotta go across the way, get water and pour it on there.
It's because it's all timed. That's the reason.
Oh, like, that too.
You're just like you don't like you can literally run out of time to not like and completely not do a quest, and the game will finish after a certain amount of time anyway. So it's kind of like, I found that when Dead Rising came out, I had got a 360 and I didn't have a HD TV, so I was still with my parents. Yeah, and the original Dead Rising, if anyone remembers this, they released it and it didn't really support standard definition TVs. They just hadn't done that, and so you couldn't read the text. The text was way too small.
You know what? Monster Hunter's that same way as well, though, too. Like the Monster Hunter games, like I played the Wii U version, and it's like this small. That's why I won't play them because I can't read anything. So I'm not shocked.
They tell you how to do stuff. Yeah. Like in Dead Rising, it's like it doesn't voice act everything. Most of the missions is text, and you'd be sitting there just like, I can't play this game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's there, but I can't read it. So
let me see. Oh, it's like one giant timed mission and the timer is always hanging overhead. Yeah, I don't like being timed to go help people. Like I said, I guess I feel like a horrible person. Am I a horrible person for not liking helping people?
No, I imagine you like helping people in real life, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Like if you need like money or
like
to move, I'll help you. But if it's like a video game, I just can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's because you help people so much.
Yes.
In real life.
I'm gonna use that.
Helping people. You gotta take a break.
I'm gonna use that now. You know what? I'm just so like tired of I get so overwhelmed with helping people in real life that sometimes I just have to just take a break and not help people in video games. It's the time to relax.
I know it's selfish of me, but in video games I just have to relax. But in real life, it's all I do. Help people every day.
Let's see. What's up, Fred? Welcome. Oh, Dead Rising never clicked with me, to be honest. I feel like the game is kind of like a niche market, to be honest. Because it's not like huge, but it's like decent enough to get an audience of people.
Audience, yeah, totally.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say I did enjoy the going through and like changing your outfits and having different ways of killing the zombies. Was pretty fun. Yeah.
Just putting that like Mega Man thing head on.
Oh, that's always the best. Yeah.
Swords.
Yeah.
To do no damage. That was so much fun.
But also there was a trailer that released, and I feel like this has happened like so many times, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting for this to happen. Kingdom Hearts. Okay, let's just get this. God. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 final chapter prologue trailer released this week.
Like what 2.8? I knew they were doing the 0.5s.
Yeah.
Which were the re-releases. What's 2.8?
I think 2.8 is it's like one of the I don't think it's a PSP game. It might be. No, it's not the 3DS game.
Like
I'm not
distance.
That's why I don't know. There's so many now where everybody's just like, all right, we don't need these extra ones. Just give us 3. We're waiting for 3.
Yeah, come on.
So give us 2.8.
I don't want any more backstory.
Like there's So that one's coming out in January 24th. That's what I just saw in the trailer. But I don't know. Have you played Kingdom Hearts before?
I tried to play Kingdom Hearts 1 sort of after when it was 360 PS3 era.
Yeah.
And so the controls just confused. Like they're very specific to their time in the first one on the PS2. I think apparently they changed them around for the 1.5 remake that I need to check out. But it never the concept of it kind of interested me, but it never super grabbed me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Disney and Square Enix.
I mean, I did like the combo of like Square Enix characters and Final Fantasy with the Disney stuff. I thought that was really interesting. It was just like there's so much like I feel like the story is like all over the place for me. That's
why kind of at this stage overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like it is very overwhelming. So it's just like there's so much going on where it's like when you see like these new like re-releases of it, it's just like this is definitely not the game I played like years ago in high school, but I mean it's cool that people are still interested in enough to want to continue playing this, but it's just like 2.8, 2.9, 2.5, 2.83.
It's like
people
you
want
get 3 eventually.
Yeah, 3 was like
saying 2.9.13.
Exactly. Like 3 was supposed to come out when it was supposed to come out this year, but it's gotten delayed, of course. But it's like the same with Final Fantasy 15. We're still waiting on Final Fantasy 15 after.
That's coming.
12
We've had demos.
years.
That's gonna happen. We're gonna get it.
Well, it was supposed to come out this year. Well, this year in like a couple of months, but it got delayed again. If you didn't know. Yeah,
I really liked that demo. That was really fun.
Yeah, I have it on my PS4. I won't get rid of it because I was like, I bought the what was it? Final Fantasy.
Oh, you actually bought the thing.
What is that game? Oh, I can't remember.
See, you bought. I didn't buy it.
The PSP game.
I sent an email to Square Enix people and was like,
please. You got it.
That's how I did it.
Yeah, see, I should have done that. But I'm not as smart as you, Chris. I should try to next time.
Come on, you're the host.
Oh!
I'm the guest. I think we know where the chain of command and smarts goes.
Hey! We could switch it around. We could share the smartness. I like that. But what was I going to say? Oh, next on the list, because there's so much gaming. So Type 0, there you go. That is it. Boom, Type 0.
Yes.
Which
There you go.
I played it for a little bit and it was just so weird. I don't know. I
Yeah, it was
wasn't really
different.
much of a fan, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about possibly trying it out for PC and seeing if I like it again. If I get it for like, $5, then maybe I will.
Yeah, it's in a humble bundle.
Yeah. Humble
That'd be
Bundle, please. Square Enix, put
that'd be
it in there.
sweet.
I will buy
Yeah.
it. I will
Yeah.
definitely play
Pay,
it then, for sure.
pay more than $5 first thing and get. Like, yeah, I'll do that. Sure.
But there were some cool events that we XSplit had going on for the past few weeks and currently going on. Is that right? There we go. The first one that we had was the Manila Cup that was held in the Philippines, where XSplit is located at. We had a lot of cool fighting. It was a fighting game tournament basically. A lot of cool people showed up, came all out, fought each other, and won prizes. I didn't do it because clearly I'm not very, very good at fighting games, but we have a lot of people on the XSplit team who are just like beasts at fighting games, so this was like perfect. This event actually got featured in the Philippines Sports Illustrated, so that was good.
It was in the Guardian over here in the
Oh,
UK.
was it? Wow.
Yeah, which is a big newspaper. There was an
Yeah.
article in the Guardian about it.
Yeah, but these are some of the pictures that Kevin had sent over because fortunately we don't have a where's Kevin because Kevin is in Japan, which he was just in the Philippines and now Kevin's in Japan, which leads us to our
He's
next
everywhere.
ways. He's just everywhere. If you guys know, we have our XSplit team in Tokyo Game Show that is happening this week as well. That's where Kevin is currently. So if you guys do follow us on Twitter, you guys will see some pictures and Instagram from the show. I unfortunately wasn't able to go, but I would hope to go next year if
Yeah, they better be
they allow.
inviting us.
Yeah, invite us. I want to see it.
Like scrubs at home. We'd like to go.
We like to go and see games and all the
I
games.
don't know what advantage there would be for them, but I mean, come on, guys. Take us for fun. I mean, everyone else is kind of doing jobs, but
I know. We'll just like
send
look at
us there.
games. We'll just like look at the games, But yeah, the XSplit team will be at the Tokyo Game Show this week. So if you happen to be out there and you're watching this, make sure you check us out. I think mainly we're doing stuff with Twitch, I believe. So you'll see people with XSplit shirts. Like those shirts are very like boom XSplit, so you'll know they work for.
I know
XSplit.
AJ's out there. I think
Yeah,
Spooky's
AJ's out there.
isn't he?
Yeah, Spooky's out there. Kevin's out there. I think Lewis is out there as well, offcast. So they will be out there showing some love. And that's why AJ's not here. If you tune in regularly, he is off in Japan, and hopefully he brings me back some stuff for when I see him. He better.
Yeah.
I want some cool Japanese things to have in my house.
I know, right? You go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going we're all going to TwitchCon.
Yes.
That's a trip to like America for me, and so I will bring back some American things.
So okay,
that
exactly. So okay, that's what I was gonna ask you because yes, we are gonna be at TwitchCon, and Chris will be there for sure. But my question is, when you come to America for like different events, like what is your experience like? Because I've never really been out of this country, so I'm just kind of curious of what it's like when you come over here.
Well, like what sort of stuff do you want to know? Like what I do, or
Well, yeah, like what do you do, and then like how is like it compared to the UK, and like do you like it, or like what's your favorite event too?
Is always border control, which is apparently the same in every single country, which is like there's a huge row of desks and there's like 2 people on.
Yeah, that
and huge lines, and it's like have all of these desks ever been used at one point? Like there's a bunch down the bottom that just never opened. It's just like we just keep them there. Everyone's kind of mad. Although actually, when I went to Boston, they were so nice. It was so quick.
Yeah.
And all the border patrol people were super nice, and I was like, oh. But once you're through that, everyone's so friendly, and that's one thing I noticed. Like people are super nice. It's just a cool. I really like it there. Like it's Boston in particular. I really like. I think the East Coast. I really enjoyed. Like one of the first things I tend to do is, and apparently I've been told that this is similar to Spooky, is we'll land and just be like, yo, where's the nearest Target?
I can imagine that.
I go and get
so
toiletries and stuff like that because I
Yeah.
like American toiletries. They're a
Okay.
novelty for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I go and do that, and it's cool to me. Like I like going to Target and stuff like that because it's all American. You look around,
Yeah.
you're like, ooh,
Yeah. Ooh.
yay! I like all
Target's like,
that.
I feel like Target's just like the universal place of just like, I want to buy stuff and I will leave with a bunch of stuff for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah.
I bought like a what was it? One of those foam battery packs in Target the last time I was there because it was
Mhm.
like super cheap. Like
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, yay!
Wait, do you guys have, I don't know, wait, do you guys have Walmart?
No, well, Walmart actually owns a company over here,
Oh.
which is called Asda, which is a
Oh, I've
supermarket,
never heard of
but
that.
you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't actually have Walmarts over here. We have Costco's over here now.
Oh, okay.
But
Costco, yeah, that's a big company. Like, especially if you're
yeah,
going to buy some stuff, it's like big bulks of
but that's about
things.
it.
Bam.
But I love going to America. I like going to America because I get to hang out with all you cool expert people, and we
Mm-hmm.
do fun, cool things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really cool. And TwitchCon's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we haven't announced what we're doing yet,
Yeah.
but there's some cool stuff gonna be
There's some
happening.
very cool things that could be really exciting, but we're gonna keep you in the
Secrets.
loop. We gotta
Yeah,
keep
but
you.
you'll
Can't
know
tell you.
soon.
You'll know soon. But there is some cool stuff happening pretty soon with us at TwitchCon. So make sure if you guys are going to TwitchCon, we do have a blog post out there about what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing some education stuff on streaming and some other stuff too as well. So
Super
yeah, make sure
sneaky
you check it out.
stuff that you're gonna
Sneaky
enjoy.
stuff. Yeah, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. But Gaming Can Squad, welcome on into the stream.
What's
Hopefully you're
up?
still out there. What's up? But this week it was the first episode of Mr. Chris's show, Slightly Obscure, which I'm really interested to hear about. How your first episode went. Like, tell us about it. Tell people the concept if they just got here for the first time. Yeah.
Well, the basic concept is it's a pun on my name, which
Mm-hmm.
Offcast came up with, and he was like, I don't know, will you like a pun on your name? And I was like, dude, I'm fine with. I mean, my last name's Slight. You can do so much of that. Like I said, the day I have a magic show, it will be called Sleight of Hand. It just works. So
Yeah.
slightly
True.
obscure,
Mm-hmm.
totally a good thing. And I play games you may not have heard of. So on the first episode, I played a game called 80 Days,
Mm-hmm.
which is a sort of branching text adventure based around the world in 80 days.
Oh
And
wow. Okay.
it's really fun. You can get it on iOS or PC. I think you
Okay.
can get it on Android as well.
Oh, I have to check
And
this out.
it's like you start in London, and it's you and you're the valet for like a super rich British guy I've completely blanked on the main character of Around the World in 80 Days, and I played it for like an hour and a half, and I've already forgotten. But like you're his valet, and you have to kind of look after him and keep him happy, and at the same time, like when you go to a town, you have to find out new routes, like by chatting to people
Mm-hmm.
and finding out things that are going on. You've also got a finite amount of money, so you've kind of got to buy and sell stuff and go in on trains, or like you meet like robots and all sorts of stuff, and they can do things for you.
I love
And it's all done
robots.
like with really cool sort of hand drawn kind of graphics and stuff, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
text and things like that. And it was super fun. I played through a bunch of that, and it was really cool. I had a few problems at the start. I think we started a little late today. I think it was the
Yeah.
same problem.
Yeah.
It's just confusing, like who knows what's going on. But when I got in and it worked, and it was all good. It was really weird. Slater sent me a thing. Apparently, Twitch had been having some problem with their
Oh yeah,
ingest
the
servers.
past few, like this last weekend, it was like everybody on Twitch like went offline, and it was like for a little
I
bit,
remember
it was
that. I was
nuts.
actually watching Twitch at the time. It was suddenly like,
Yeah,
oh, where's everyone?
yeah,
Gone.
yeah, exactly. Well, one of my friends was doing like a 24-hour charity stream, and it went off
Oh
like during the
man.
stream. I was like, oh my god, that
Oh,
sucks.
I've
And it
done
was like
those
a really
before. That would
big
be
production too.
devastating.
Yeah, so I haven't talked to him since then, but I think they ended up just kind of making up the extra time, I believe. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
Twitch was definitely it was not very good this
And
weekend.
that is a tip for all you XSplit users out there, because I logged on
Mm,
via XSplit, and I was getting dropped frames, like tons of dropped frames, which I
mm,
never normally get.
mm-hmm.
And I was just being like, what's going on? Good thing to check is the Twitch status like page, and it
Oh
will
yeah,
tell you like if they're having problems
yeah,
and stuff. And
yeah.
so it's like, or Twitch support on Twitter, they'll
Mm,
sometimes tweet stuff out being like, oh, we're currently having problems with our ingest servers. And so
Mhm.
it's like, oh, okay, because
See a lot.
I'm sitting there like checking everything and being like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is it? Nothing's wrong.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
that is a good tip though, because a lot of people don't know about that. Like, if yeah, especially
Mm,
if you're like streaming, you're not used to like drop frames or something's going on with your stream.
yeah,
Always check for Twitch support on Twitter, because that's when they usually will tweet out like to the masses, like, "Hey, this problem's going on. It's not just you." Because
yeah.
I know with doing stuff for XSplit, like a lot of people will be like, "Well, my XSplit's broken. It's not live," but it's
And
like,
you look at that's the thing. Yeah, you
yeah,
look at you're like,
no,
but everything's working. Like
it's a Twitch
I
thing.
work with XSplit.
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
be able to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So that's why I just
Like,
like send them like the tweets, like, just in case you didn't know, there is a problem with Twitch, so it's not just you. There you go.
not
Your program's
me.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Which I feel bad doing that, but sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
well,
No, that's sometimes the
yeah,
case. Everyone has errors every now and
yeah,
again. It can't
yeah,
be perfect. And,
exactly.
Twitch, unless you're a turbo user,
Oh
like
yeah,
I know I am.
yeah,
But
turbo.
you got it, man. Those
Yeah.
adverts are killing me. I watch a lot of Twitch, so I'm just like, oh, it's worth its weight in gold. But like, you don't pay for it, so they do what they can. So
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sticking up for Twitch, the
Boom.
little guy,
I like
that
that.
little guy.
Look, I named Switch. Um, but we had like a really cool discussion question for this week. This
Ooh.
past Monday, it was National Video Game Day. And us as gamers, obviously, we play video games all the time, so we don't need to be like, well, today's the day we'll talk about video games.
Finally.
But we'll start with Chris, and then if anybody in chat wants to, feel free to throw out like, what is your favorite video game and why? Feel free to throw it out there. But tell the viewers and all of us, what is your favorite video game, and why do you like it, and what brings you to coming back to that game as well?
It's such a hard question because it's like there's so many.
Yeah.
Hang on, do you know the weird thing? There you go. They did recently. I remember on Twitter. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I made a list because there was like 7 favorite games,
Hmm.
and even that I had to sit and like do a list on my phone. Okay, because like it's really difficult to narrow down just one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you've played so many. So here's the list that it was at the time.
Okay.
So I've got Metal Gear Solid, the original one.
Yeah, good one. Good choice.
Yeah, that game was so good. That was the first game I remember playing and being like, oh my god, games can do like stories that surprise me and be all cinematic and stuff like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it blew me away first time I played Metal Gear Solid. The first season of The Walking Dead.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
Loved that game.
Yeah,
I
so
learned
good.
things about myself
Mhm.
via that game. That
Mhm.
game was so good.
Mhm.
Halo, first Halo.
Oh yeah, that's a great choice too. Yeah.
I had so much fun with that game. I remember taking the original Xbox, putting it in a backpack, and like walking all the way across town, which was like just over a mile of a walk,
Mhm.
and like to take the Xbox to my friend's house so we could both play Halo together.
Yeah.
And I think about that, I was like, I would never do that now.
Oh yeah, it's like so
Thank
different
God
now.
for the internet.
Yeah, because like exactly with like Halo was a big land game too as well.
Mm.
I know back in the day, like my brother, he used to actually have his friends like come out to his college, and they had like a game night every Friday, and they would like land all like the Halo games like in projectors, like monitors all over, and like connect them like I think it was Ethernet. I don't remember. I don't know how landing works, but they did it like through like the Xbox. Is it? Yeah, most likely. But they would all like play like a group of like 10 people, and like they do little tournaments, and like they did that with Smash as well. So yeah, Halo was a good time. I'm still trying to get the Halo Master Chief Collection. That's what I want.
Man. I
Yeah.
got that just because I love Halo.
Mhm.
So
What
I
did
got that.
What did you think about Halo 5 after like, Bungie kind of was not in production with that anymore? Because I didn't really hear much about it.
4 was fine because that was
Mhm.
their first. That was 343 Industries' first kind of thing.
Mhm.
And 5 was also fine. It wasn't bad. Like
Yeah.
I think it's never quite reached that same sort of peak that I think Halo reached, which was Bungie's last one.
Yeah.
Was kind of the last super good one.
Mhm.
But again, I don't know if it's maybe just because what more can you do with Halo?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you've moved on.
Because I feel like Halo 5 Guardians like came out, and then like it went away. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Yeah, people kind of stopped talking about
Yeah,
it.
because like I don't hear anything about like people play multiplayer. I mean, of course, people like stream it and like play it, but like it's not like I haven't heard that much about it since it came
It's not one
out.
of the big games.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
shame.
yeah.
It's a solid game, and the multiplayer stuff they did was really fun. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do have a couple of others that I'll just run
Oh
through
yeah, yeah.
quickly.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Borderlands 2.
Ooh,
I
okay.
played so much Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Shenmue.
Oh, good
Love
one.
Shenmue.
That's
I've
a
just
good
replayed
one.
that recently.
Yeah,
So good.
yeah.
The Orange Box, because that includes Half-Life 2
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
4, which is
Uh-huh.
good. And I think Red Dead Redemption would be in there as
Oh,
well.
you were playing that too a few weeks ago. I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
Red Dead Redemption. That
yeah.
game's so good.
I've been trying to
That's
like
probably mine.
yeah, yeah. That was I had tried to play, but I never got to the end. But then I got spoiled, of course, after not playing it for years. That
Yeah,
someone
I
just
had the end spoiled because I stopped playing for like 3 or 4 months, and then I
yeah.
saw it online somewhere. And I was like, oh man.
It's like, oh wait, that's a really good ending. I wish I would have saw
It
that.
is. It's a super. If you don't know about it,
Mhm.
it's a super surprising ending.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't played
Yeah,
it.
true.
'Cause
We
who
won't
knows?
do that. We won't be those people
Yeah.
to you guys. We will
We
not.
both had that done to us. We will not do it to you. I think that's fair. How about you, man? How about you? What
Let
are
me
your favorite
see.
games?
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look real quick on my phone because I know I have like a list of like games I
God,
was like
we're
gonna
both
play.
super cool dudes. I like the way like, oh, a question about my favorite games. Well, I have to
I had
just
to
have a
think
list
about
on my
that.
phone to hang. Just in
Uh,
case this comes up.
well, I mean, for me, of course, like everybody knows that like the Resident Evil series is like one of my favorite games of like all time. Like I love Resident Evil Remastered because I was like looking at like my all like my pile of games over here next to my computer, which Resident Evil Remastered is one of my favorite. Resident Evil 2 also, but like getting out of the Resident Evil series, Silent Hill 2 is a great game. I love that game. The
Yeah.
Mass Effect series, I love Mass Effect 1 and 2. No,
Yes.
I love Mass Effect 1 and 3. I don't like 2 because I felt like 2 was kind of like a
Really?
big I felt like it was a big fluffer for like to reach to 3 because I felt like it was just like a big old like thing of like grabbing all these people to go on a mission. You know what I mean? Like you're just basically
Well, yeah,
getting
that was the whole
teammates.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I felt like it was good, but it just felt like a big like questing mission to get team members to go attack the
Never
like
thought of it that
enemy.
way.
Yeah.
You are right. I've always thought of 2 as probably one of my favorites, but now you've
Mhm.
said that, I'm kind of like, I guess it's not quite as open a universe as
Yeah.
like 1
3.
kind of is.
Oh my god, the final scenes of Mass Effect 3. Even though like the ending was
Yeah.
kind of like and I never got to play like the redone one after everybody got mad at them about it.
I've
The
still not played that yet either.
oh,
I've only played the first one. I need to play the actual.
the
They changed it.
final scene of the final scene of Mass Effect 3 is like so epic. Like when you're leading up to like the final boss and like you're just going through the city where all this like battling is happening.
Oh
It's
god,
just
yeah, that bit's
so
good.
epic. That's why I've been wanting to play it again, but I have like all 3 games for PC. But I hate that I had to play with mouse and keyboard. I'm just not used to that. But
Yeah, no, I gotta play that with a controller. I
yeah,
can't.
but each his own. But besides that, what's another game? Let me look over here real quick. The Onimusha series is great. I don't know if you ever played that.
Oh, I played. I think the first one, which was on the PS2. Was the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one?
yeah,
I
yeah.
played that
Mm.
because that was like a big launch title for the PS2.
Yeah.
Like a year or so, and I got one. I remember playing that. It was sweet.
Which I wish the Capcom would like re-release them like as an HD collection, like how they've been doing Resident Evil. Because everybody, like I know a lot of people who've been wanting that to happen, or at least a continuation with the series.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite games. And like the last one I would say would be this game called Nier. It's like
I know about that.
Nier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a sleeper
Yeah.
hit. It was made by Square Enix, and it's like kind of like a Zelda adventure, but like more mature and adult. There's a lot of different like a lot of different themes that are going on in the game, but it's like actually the game that got me started into like what I'm doing now, kind of pretty much.
Oh really?
Yeah,
How
it's
so?
because I played it and I was just like I really want to review this game because I feel like people don't know about it enough, and I wanted to start writing from that.
Yeah.
And I basically like the first review I ever did was on that game, and like I have the YouTube video of it. It's
Nice.
like so bad, but the very first video on YouTube I have is like the review for this game. But yeah, it was just, I suggest if you guys have never played before, it's out for Xbox 360 and PS3, and they are making a sequel to it, which is coming out pretty soon.
I saw that the other night.
Yeah,
That looked pretty cool.
yeah.
I
Which I
need to
don't.
play that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is so good. There's so much, like, the gameplay is so like crazy because it's like it's a third person adventure, but then it turns into a platformer and a puzzle. Like, it's just, they try to combine a lot of different gaming aspects into one game, but it works though. So it's not like
Yeah.
awkward. Yeah.
Awesome.
Uh,
I need to play that at some point.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I always like to check out anything that has like that profound effect
Mhm.
on anyone. Like
Mhm.
I like that that's a game that, like you say, that's super important to you. And
Yeah.
as much as, like you say, it's
Yeah.
like, I've got to tell people about this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is super good. No one's talking about it. Let's tell them.
Yeah, because
That's cool.
I played it on stream not too long ago, and, like, of course, a lot of people were kind of confused by, like, the game if they've never seen it before, and it is a weird game. It's not like normal gameplay, obviously. But yeah, I suggest you guys try it out if you guys haven't. So I was like really tempted to go grab it, but like I'm sure you guys can look it up. NIER, near.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's not like I remember seeing reviews and stuff of it at the time, and they weren't like super positive, as I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Like,
because
sort of like
yeah.
sixes and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's why a lot of it kind of went like, because the people didn't
Yeah.
understand it. It was definitely a weird game, but then like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of weird context in there. I just thought about it now. Yeah, definitely weird.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to
Yeah,
try and
yeah,
play it.
yeah. Try it out. Let me see. Can we get a new Onimusha? I agree. And then Curtis was saying, "The Last of Us for me, perfect in every way. Thematic elements really help through tough times." True. Last of Us
That's
was a
awesome,
great
man.
game too. Yeah,
I never clicked with The Last of Us. I think I'm the only person
What?
and clicked because clickers.
Really?
But I think I'm the only person in the world that was just like, yeah. And I played it and was like,
Wow. I mean,
literally the only person in the world, and not in like I played it and I was like, this sucks. Like
yeah, yeah.
I didn't think that, but I just remember playing it and just being sort of like, yep, gotcha.
I mean, because it kind of does, like, the story is good, but it does like the same thing that a lot of Naughty Dog games do is like you basically run to an area, people attack you, and then you continue on. Like, I feel that same way about like Uncharted as well, that it kind of turns into, all right, let's run and then attack and then cutscene, and that's why I never beat Uncharted 3. But I was playing that last night and I was like, all right, well, let me see if I can get back into it.
I'm trying to do those on the HD collection thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
working
playing.
on
Yeah,
some of
because
them.
I got Uncharted 4, which I still have not played, and I refuse to play it until I get 3 done.
We are exactly the same on a lot of things.
Yeah.
If I could reach it right now, because I bought one of those 1 terabyte PS4s, and as part of the deal, I got a copy of Uncharted 4, and it's like still sealed for the same reason. In that I'm like, I'm gonna play this, but I'm gonna play all of the first 3 first.
Yeah, because I want to make sure it like makes sense. Because I know there's like some
Yeah.
big stuff that happens in that game to 4 that I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I know what happens before I skip over to 4. Yeah.
But I actually need to do that and play them.
Yeah, time and work and everything. It's just so hard to play video
exactly.
games nowadays. It's not like when you were a kid and you could just be like, all right, home from school and I'm not going to do my homework and I'm just going to play video games all night.
Yeah, I'll do my homework in the morning. That's a morning Chris problem.
But you know what I used to do as a kid? I used to I would like, because I had two brothers, so they would play like the games all night. But I would wake up like 2 hours before I had to go to school and play video games, like before school, and then go to school, just so I knew they weren't playing anything and I was the only one who was playing it. Like, I wake up at 5 in the morning. I was that dedicated.
Did you have to share the console?
Yeah. Oh God.
Super lucky. My sisters didn't have any interest in games, so
I
the
don't
PS1
miss,
was my PS1.
I do not miss those days of having to share a console. It was so horrible. Oh, it feels so good.
I remember doing stuff like with Final Fantasy VIII. I can specifically remember like playing it and being like, oh, I've got to go to school in like 1 minute. I've got to go to school real super soon. Got to go to school, and like just trying to find a save point and being like, and then just having it just leave it on pause all day.
Yep. That's always
like,
the worst.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah,
I had a friend who he was playing through Final Fantasy VII, and he couldn't find a save point, and they were going on holiday, so he just had to leave his PlayStation on pause for 2 weeks, and he said he came back and it was like burning to the touch. Like he said it was like super hot. Yeah. And he just managed to play it, get to a save point, and then turn it off. It's
You know
like,
what's
oh
so
man.
funny now is that, like, I play a lot of I've been playing some games off my original Xbox, and I forget that, like, nowadays, like, your system will be like, oh, it's been on for so long, well, it'll turn off without you having
Yeah.
to do anything. I've left my Xbox on for 2 days and didn't realize it until I looked to go see, and I saw the green light on. I was like, oh my god, it's still on.
Snap.
I didn't realize it was on.
I
But
just
that's
rebought an original Xbox as well.
yeah, I got it
Weird,
for 20
weird,
bucks.
weird tale. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Bish, fingers high. Oh,
What's up,
talk about
Bish?
Nier. It's a neat game. Makes me wish I hadn't sold my consoles. Yeah, that's why I
Mm.
keep my collection. I couldn't part with them unless it was like I needed money and I had to sell them.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, speaking of old systems, da, 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 I have my GameCube right here. No one
Uh,
asked why I have it sitting here,
oh,
but
weirdly, when we were talking about games that are like near us, I would just look down to the side on top of my PC and I was like, oh, Sega Bass Fishing, the Dreamcast.
what if
Ah,
anybody has any like systems or games by them, let us know what you guys got.
I
What
got the
is
fishing
that?
rod
The
control. That's
fishing
the
rod?
fishing
Oh
rod control.
wow. Why do you
You can.
have that? Oh, I have a game next to me too. I had this too. If you guys, let me see. When we went to MomoCon in Atlanta this year, I ended up finding like a bunch of games, and AJ taught me how to play Japanese games on PS1. So I ended up buying
Oh,
a original
sweet.
PS1, which it's really easy, but it's kind of weird. But I bought
Is it the holding down the button
yeah,
thing?
yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah, so
remember
I
that.
ended up buying Rival Schools 2, which is technically Project Justice for the Dreamcast, but it's
Yeah,
like
rival
yeah,
schools.
it's I'm really happy I bought this. This was like 20 bucks, and I ended up buying like Resident Evil 1 and 2 from Japan as well.
Nice.
So it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
you got it.
Yeah.
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 It's like I got 2 copies of the original Metal Gear Solid just because I got my old beat up one,
Uh-huh.
like from having it originally because that was one of the things I never sold. But
Oh,
then I
okay.
found like a super good condition one and was just
Mhm.
like, oh, I just gotta have it. Like I can't. I need to have one that's like this is in super good condition because this
Yeah,
is like one of my
yeah.
games ever.
Mhm.
Unlike poor old, which is also here. Poor old Shenmue, which is all
Oh god, and to
it's
see
all
this is awesome.
it's all beat up and
Ah.
old, but it's it's still there.
The one by the retro store by my house has that game for $55, and I can't put myself through that. I ended up buying though Shenmue 2 from like yes, Shenmue 2 on
Yeah,
eBay for 20 bucks, which I was okay with that. But that one's hard
way
to find
cheaper on
too.
the Xbox. Plus,
Yeah.
the Xbox version has got the UK dub,
Uh-huh.
whereas the European Dreamcast version is in Japanese and has no UK dub.
Oh yeah, that
Right?
sucks.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I super want to play it on my Dreamcast, but it was always
Mhm.
like, "Oh, it's in Japanese, and
Mhm.
I need those brilliant voices from
I know,
the
right?
original
Like
one.
so amazing. Let me see. So back to chat. Curtis said, I used to get up and sneak an hour or two of WWE 2007. I
Nice.
think that was before primary school. That was always good. A GP says, I need to fix my old Xbox. The tray mechanism is broken.
Oh man,
Oh, that
when that thing breaks, it's
sucks.
just like you just can't get into it.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
an old top loader where you can just force it open.
Yeah. Oh, see,
It's just
finding
you're
people to
done.
fix that's kind of hard. I mean, there's some retro
Yeah.
shops that will fix your old system, but they're kind of hard to find sometimes, depending on where you live, though. You have your Game Gear? I didn't never own Game Gear, but
Nice.
I want a Game Gear now. Something
Yeah, I
that,
never had a Game Gear.
yeah.
They needed like 6 AA batteries or something crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
like this big. I had a friend who had one, and I remember being like, "Oh my god!" So he was playing like Sonic Chaos in color with a backlight.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
god.
"Oh."
Let's see. The pen swap. Yeah, I think that we ended up using a paper clip and folding it in and putting it in
Yeah,
there.
there's ways.
Yeah,
It's literally just making sure the console thinks that tray's
yeah,
shut when it's not,
yeah.
and it's weird, but
Yeah, but
that
it
works.
ended up working. So, but yeah, when I go back to Atlanta, I definitely want to check out some stuff because it did look like there's some cool like retro shops. Which every time I go to a new
Yeah.
city, I kind of check out what's out there. Because when I was in California last time, I ended up buying Silent Hill 2 for PS2. And I got it for free because it's like a buy two get one free. I was like, all right, Silent Hill 2, you're free. I'll take
Nice.
you. Yeah, yeah.
It's like an
So
all-time classic, and they're just like, yeah, sure, have it
yeah,
for
just for free.
free. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
all right.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fine with it. That's cool with me. So now I own
Yeah.
Silent Hill 2 for PS2 and PC, which the PC version is very good, but it's very hard to work on current PC settings because like for some reason Konami never like I guess imagined that people would want to play it like on something other than like Windows. What was it before Windows 7? Windows Vista.
XP? Oh,
XP.
Vista.
Yeah, Vista or XP.
Yeah.
So like, there's
They're
like.
like, who cares about
No,
that?
no
I'm
one
done
ever
with
want to
this.
play it. Yeah, so it's you
Yeah,
got to
they'll be
do
done
some
with
weird
it by
settings. Oh, I wanted to hang out with you and AJ, but I was sick. Well, we're gonna be at. I think we'll be at MomoCon next year. I'm pretty sure because it was like they were really happy to have us, and it was a really cool convention. I liked it. I definitely liked
It
it.
looked, from what I heard from it, it sounded cool. Like it seemed
Mhm.
like a good place to be.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming in Atlanta. I could tell by that because I know it's like a newer convention. So, hopefully next year, if MoCon's watching, we would love to come back in and hang out and do more stuff with you guys. Which I think we will be there next year. I think that will happen. Yeah. But let's see. All right, so moving on with the show because we got some stuff before we gotta go. What we do every week, we talk about the XSplit feature of the week. So if you guys are XSplit users, we actually had one cool streamer friend of mine called Bacon Donut. He actually discovered this feature this week, which he was really excited about.
I saw the
Did you saw
retweet
you
where
saw
it
the
was like, I've
retweet?
just discovered it. I'm using XSplit forever now.
Yeah.
Like that. That's
So
the killer feature.
I figured that what would be awesome is that if you didn't know about this feature, we're gonna tell you about it right now. So enjoy this one. It's called the whiteboard plugin. So this will explain what it's all about, and then we'll talk about it in a second. All right, here we go. All right, and that is wrong camera. This one. Here we go. Perfect. I get confused sometimes. That was the whiteboard plugin, which you can use to if you're trying to demonstrate stuff on your stream, you can actually literally like write on your stream so people can check out like, oh, this is what I'm talking about. Like, especially like if you're playing games like League of Legends or if you're playing like a sports game or something, you can literally write on your stream so people can see exactly where you are writing stuff on.
Such a cool feature,
Yeah.
and I'm not surprised because I saw the tweet. He seems like a cool guy as well.
Oh yeah,
Seems
yeah. I got to meet him at PAX East. No, PAX West. So definitely that I was really happy
But
to
yeah,
see that.
I can totally understand how he would be like, that's it, I'm done. I'm done with the other ones. XSplit is
Yeah.
for me, and it is super awesome. The one thing I found, I used to when I like a year ago, I used to do the streaming content for a gaming bar in London.
Hmm.
And we used to use it for all sorts of cool things. Like the producer would just draw like little things on my face or like write little insults. I couldn't see them and like stuff like that. It was super cool. Like it's got, this guy's an idiot would just appear on the screen like written next to me. It's a really cool little feature. And like you say, when you're actually trying to be like, well, that thing, that or if you're running your own tournament, like you're using challenge and or whatever thing you're using to set up your brackets, and then when you're actually broadcasting, you want to do those cool replays like ESPN. Just sit there and just draw like,
right
he
there.
did this and this, and because I've been watching a lot of the NFL season started.
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
drawing
That
and
chat, I
stuff
saw
like
that on Sunday. It was lit up.
Yeah, and the Giants won, so nice. But yeah, you can draw all those cool like things for replays and things like that, and show people's tactics and all sorts of stuff. It is a really cool feature that, like you say, I don't think people don't seem to know about it enough. Like you say, it's like with Bacon Donut when people find it, they're like, oh my god, I didn't even. This is a thing, and you're like,
yeah.
There's
a lot. There are a lot of features, like especially in 2.8. If you look like in the plugins that we have added that are not from like the previous versions. I know a lot of people haven't updated yet, but there is a lot of new stuff like Facebook live streaming or just like anything in general. There's like a whole plugin store now, which includes like previous like plugins as well too. So
the cool thing about XSplit and like it being a company that's kind of there all the time doing this
Mm-hmm.
stuff, they're
Mm-hmm.
always adding new things. And
Yeah.
like, if there's a new thing that people want and it's the new thing,
Mm-hmm.
or there's a new website that people want to broadcast to, you can guarantee XSplit are working on that,
Oh
like,
yeah.
already.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they've got a team of people that their job is to make XSplit the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that that's
Oh
what
yeah, there's
that's
more to
what they
come.
do.
Don't think
Yeah.
that's it. We got more to come for that. 2.8 is pretty amazing. I like it a lot. I do. It took me a little bit to
Yeah,
get
I'm a
used to
fan.
because I wasn't used to the unlimited scenes, but now it's
Oh,
just
dude,
like
I was waiting.
do. All right, it's
I
just
stream
popping
on
out.
like
Yeah,
3 different channels, and so
yeah.
unlimited scenes is
It
like,
gets kind
oh,
of confusing
so good.
sometimes.
Because I stream here for
Hmm.
XSplit now. I stream for Devolver Digital, which we're all part of the same family, because you can get XSplit on Steam right now
Yes.
via Devolver Digital, so we're all friends.
Hmm.
And then I stream on my own channel as well. But with unlimited scenes, it means I can have everything set up in
Yeah.
nice little blocks,
Yeah.
and I'm just ready to go with whoever I'm streaming with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's why we do these features every week. So just in case if you didn't know, then you know
Yeah,
now
man.
and check it out later. All right, so we're gonna get to a really cool part of the show right before we end, which is the community spotlight of the week. I'm really excited about this. And Chris, I wish I showed you the video before, but hopefully you can see it.
I'll see it.
It is a great friend of mine. I'm really proud to have him be our spotlight of the week. His name is Deadflip. He's doing something very, very unique here on Twitch. He's not the typical streamer, as I would say. And he does a really great stream using XSplit. I'm just going to let the video play for itself so you can see what I mean in a second. All right, here we go.
Hey there, Internet. My name's Jack Danger, and I'm the host of the premier pinball-focused stream on Twitch, Deadflip. Each weekday, we stream physical pinball machines, both new and old, here at our studio, at barcades across the country, and sometimes at people's private collections, and occasionally the manufacturers that create these games. When we aren't actually playing the games, we are designing our own machines. We're tearing these apart to fix them and showing you guys how to do simple repairs down to like replacing rubbers, all the way up to desoldering mechs to, fix flipper mechanics and stuff. Aside from the live tutorials that we do every week, we're occasionally invited out to the manufacturers to show off brand new games before they're even released to the public. And sometimes we'll go out to tournaments set up so that you could cheer on your favorite world-ranked pinball player. Occasionally, we'll dive into some digital pinball so that we can compete against the chat in a head-to-head battle and who can score the highest. And sometimes we'll even set up on strange games like Ice Cold Beer just because it's got a ball in it. The reason I love XSplit so much is for its versatility. My show is never the same twice, and its ability to sync up and keep synced 3 to 5 plus cameras at one time if I got to change stuff on the fly is very important to me, and XSplit does just that. Not to mention the ability to copy and paste certain elements into different scenes to make sure all my scenes are cohesive is really good for my brand and just making sure everything looks and runs incredible. Well, that's it for me, folks. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful day, and tune in if you can, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Central. It's twitch.tv/dead_flip. And let's play some pinball. Flip out.
Oh, Deadflip. Oh, that man has
Awesome.
a special place in my heart. I met Deadflip, aka Jack Danger, about a year and a half ago when I was doing Twitch Chicago meetup. He ended up showing up, and he was the very first person who came to the meetup. And I walk in, and there's like this really tall guy, like he's like 6'3", and I'm like 6 feet, but he's like super tall. And I was like, "Hey, you're here for the meetup?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, what are you streaming?" He's like, "Pinball." And I was like, "Oh, okay." That I've never seen that before, but okay. But at the time, like he pretty much like started up the whole category of pinball on Twitch. He is a Twitch partner, of course. And he does a lot of amazing work just in general with his stream, and just like he does graphic design and all sorts of cool things. Like he's just like a very cool person in general. I love this man to death. I've been on his stream a few times, and he's from Chicago, so I go hang out with him a few times and like play pinball. I'm actually now super interested in pinball since I've hung out with him. But He's definitely a really, really cool streamer. If you guys have not checked out his stream, I'm going to put it in chat. It's twitch.tv/Deadflip, which after this is over, we're going to actually post the video on Twitter and Facebook, and then we'll post his link for his stream as well if you don't catch that. But yeah, he's a great example of like doing something different with XSplit than what, you know, we usually have it for, like, you know, just stream and he has a lot of different ways of that he does it, especially with his cameras, and like he has a lot of equipment that he uses for it. So definitely check him out. And pinball is fun. Pinball is very fun. I like it a lot.
Really cool. I watched the video along with the chat, so I was watching it, and that looks super cool. And yeah, that is one thing, like, because XSplit's got that kind of broadcast quality sort of thing. If you're using Broadcaster, you can do all that kind of stuff. I like the setup he had when he was like fixing cabinets, and it was like the close-up camera, but then the far back camera, all that stuff. Look really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing to see in place, like in like right there. Which is really one cool thing I'll plug for him is that he's gonna be at TwitchCon, and he's doing like this big event where Twitch is giving him the platform to stream a bunch of pinballs tournament, basically. If you want to sign up for that, you can go follow him on Twitter. I think it's at Deadflip. I'm not sure, but it's probably on the stream. But yeah, if you're gonna be at TwitchCon, he has signups going on right now for partners on Twitch. If you want to be a part of that, definitely check that out. And speaking of which, Spady in June a few weeks ago was featured on here as well, which you can be too. We're actually going to be opening up the community spotlight of the week to the public pretty soon. So you'll be able to create your own videos and send them out to us, and we will be picking, you know, different members of the community every week. And then you'll get promotion on our Twitter and social media and Twitch as well. So if I were you watching this now, I would start making the videos now. Just basically a 1 to 2 minute video about, you know, your stream, your favorite feature on XSplit, why do you like XSplit, and just about you to get people excited about watching you as well. So I would start right now, you know, get it ready. And we might have a cool thing happening for those who have already been featured, but we're going to keep that on the low. Let's just say...
I don't even know.
Chris doesn't even know. So there is a really cool thing that if you have been featured as a Community Spotlight member, let's just say your turn might be coming around for something special. We'll just say that. Keeping that under wraps for now. I like that.
Awesome, man. Yeah,
so we got some really cool stuff coming out pretty soon. I'm really happy to be a part of this team and being able to do cool stuff like this show and hanging out with Chris and going to different events and the community who watches the streams with us. We have a lot of cool things happening pretty soon on this channel as well. So make sure you keep following. If you haven't followed already, make sure you do that. But sadly, it's possible. Well, it is the end of the show here. It's the end of the show. No.
It's my last appearance as well. AJ's back next week.
I know. AJ's. Well, we should just fire AJ. Just bring you on. We should just do that.
Just saying. AJ's so good. I'm
no,
such an AJ fan.
He's like, I couldn't do that to him. I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
I just
want to see more AJ. That works for me.
Yes, AJ will be back next week. And we will be touching faces like we usually do, and I will be more invisible like I usually am. But I have no green screen, as you guys can see. This is the room I'm in, right here.
I'm moving flat soon, or apartment, I should say.
Oh yeah,
that's
flat.
why it looks like this behind me. I'm just like, just mess.
No, see, there you go. We got an AJ subscriber right there, a Moto Yankee. There you go. Awesome stuff.
I'm gonna join in with that.
So if you guys have not checked us out on Twitter, there's our XSplit Twitter stuff. Make sure you guys follow us on there. If you guys have any questions about the program, feel free to tweet at us. We do have people pretty much 24 hours a day talking and helping out with stuff. And if you want to reach out to me or AJ or follow us on Twitch, feel free. Chris, you got to put your link in chat so people can follow you.
Yes, please follow me. Twitch. I'm so fast. .tv/Chris Light.
Chris,
That's
look,
me.
there you go. That's Chris.
Get
And
me a
Chris
follow
does
on Twitch, a
yes.
stream.
Chris does a show here every Monday as well. So basically, there's gonna be 2 shows on here every week. Chris's show on Monday, this show on Wednesday. We are working on a 3rd show, hopefully for Friday. We have some big plans happening with the stream. So make sure you tune in every week because you never know what you're gonna get with XSplit because we're that cool.
Yeah.
We're that
Damn
cool.
right.
There you
Get it
go.
done.
See,
Just you
there you
wait
go.
for TwitchCon. It's
Yes.
gonna be
80
fun.
days till Twitch. Wait, 80 days. Oh, the game. I was like, wait, 80 days till
That was-
TwitchCon? I was so
I
confused.
was like, it's less than that, isn't it?
I was like, it's like only 60 days.
I was leaving in like a few weeks.
But yeah, we will be back next week with some more fun. And what we do at this point, we do host people who are XSplit Elite members or XSplit team members. So if you guys want to show me some love here in chat, let's go over to Elegy of Games, who is an XSplit Elite member. Send some love over to him, and we will be back next week for more stuff, more things, more games, more Chris, more AJ, more chat. UGR, be quiet. Okay, I get it.
Oh, Brandon.
All right. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us, and you guys have a great week. XSplit out. Bro.
Peace.